Hey y'all, Mythic Rare here, and thank you to all my A1 Day 1 subscribers. Um, this is going to sound a little bit different because I am doing a voiceover because this week has just been so crazy that during one of the days where I had extremely low call volume, I went ahead and just journaled about what had happened during the week. So the names of the employees at my work have been changed to protect their identities first and foremost. Sit back, get comfortable, because we are about to board the Hot Mess Express to Crazy Town. It all started on Monday, June 17. I have front loaded my boyfriend about this whole entire week for the last month because my job has been scheduling a training class for a new system that they are going to be using to manage our reservations, and then they have a morning class and an evening class. I was shift adjusted so that instead of starting at 10:15 a.m. and getting out at 6:45 like I usually do, I was thrown into the night class, and it was going to be from 3:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I would be back to my regularly scheduled shift for Friday. And I'm still in my PJs. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I had looked at my work schedule and it said that I was still on for training. And mind you, this training had been rescheduled 6 times already, so I'm thinking oh, finally they have all the bugs worked out. It's actually gonna happen. So I start making my breakfast, and then I get a phone call from our headquarters, and I pick it up. They're saying, "Hello, am I speaking with Jennifer?" "Yes, this is she. We have you as no call, no show for your shift." And I'm just well, how can that be? Because, first of all, my regularly scheduled shift starts at 10:15 in the morning, and even then, I'm supposed to be in the training class for the new reservation system today, and it's the evening class. It's going to start at 3:30, and then they're just oh, okay, we're just having some technical difficulties with our phone system this morning. And I'm just okay, yeah, it happens. We're sorry to bother you. We're going to remove that from the schedule. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Click. So I start watching some anime, and I'm diamond painting and just having a good old time. I go through my pre-shift routine, and when I log into my work PC, I see that the training class had been canceled yet again due to technical difficulties. I kind of just chalked it up to the phone and whatever issues they were having earlier today. So there I was, stuck working 3:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. for kind of no reason. But the decision was made too close to the start of the shift that we weren't going to be doing the training class, so they just kind of had us work those hours. So it's at 10 o'clock at night, I'm just going through the rigmarole, trying to get through this extremely late night shift, and I just see a bunch of notifications pop up in the bottom section of my screen, and sure enough, they had canceled training for the rest of the week, and then my hours get adjusted back to 10:15 in the morning to 6:45 at night. And I'm not even getting out until 12 in the morning. So I know a few peeps who are also in my training class. I hit them up on our instant messenger, and I'm just hey, check your schedules, see if you got adjusted back to your normal times. And they were just yeah, we did. So I look and I see oh, well, there's plenty of flex time available in the schedule. I am not about to get off at 12 a.m., not even be able to wind down until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and then, like, you know, be right back in at, like, 10:15. Like, there's no way. And I've been dealing with some more sinus stuff, and I need to pick up meds. So it's aggravating. So I went ahead and I put in a couple of hours of flex time at the beginning of my shift. And then the next day, Tuesday, June 18, Alex's mom and I are out. We're having breakfast. We go pick up my meds, and we come home. I still have a little bit of time before, like, my actual shift kicks in at 12:15. So I decided to film the unboxing for Here for the Food. Filming goes great. I do my pre-shift routine, and this time when I go to log into the phone system, I get this error message: your company ID has been logged in at a different location. So I immediately message tech support to let them know. I'm waiting, 10 minutes goes by, and I'm logging in and out of our phone system. Like, I'm logging in and out, same message. I log out, close out, like, completely relaunch it, same thing. Finally, tech support calls me, and they're asking me to share my screen with them. And they can visibly see through our instant messenger, like our company messenger system, that, oh, she has the thing for the multi-factor. She has, like, her extension, her company ID, all of that for the multi-factor and for the phone. Matching digit for digit. I mean, they can't see my password, you know, it just, like, is a whole bunch of dots in a row. But they can see those two things, digit for digit. They match up, like, 100% perfect. And at this point, the tech support agent is like, you got screenshots of this, right? And I'm just like, yeah, because pictures or it didn't happen. Okay, good. So, message, this is the tech support person, by the way. Okay, good. So, message your supervisor, send those to them, and then next call the admins and see if they can find a person who is logged in as you. And I'm just like, all right, will do. Have a good day. You too. Click. Bye-bye. So, at this point, I am already 1 hour deep into what is supposed to be, like, my actual working shift. And I still can't get into the phone. I'm calling the admins at our headquarters who manage our staffing for the present day. I'm letting them know about all the various issues I've been having with getting logged into the phones. I have a chat going with my supervisor and just back and forth telling them what I have tried and what I have tried has failed and who I've already talked to about the issue. Just to make sure the admins are asking, like, well, who did you give your company ID to within the last 48 hours? And I responded, well, you guys, of course. The feedback line, because one of my passengers wanted to give me compliments on my service. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Bottom line is everyone who is supposed to have gotten my company ID has had it. And those who are not supposed to know it do not know it. So they're just like, okay, well, it's going to get forwarded to the rest of my team and my supervisors as well. In the meantime, if you can get a hold of your supervisor, ask if they can pull the calls that are coming in under your company ID, and then that can help us figure out who your twin is that way. So I go over to the string of messages from my supervisor. She says, as soon as there are calls in the system for your twin, I will be sure to let you know, and we can listen to them, but we're pretty sure that it is a completely, totally different person. So, for once, all was quiet with the chat. I read a few pages out of my big omnibus of Attack on Titan, because I'm just like waiting for everybody to get back to me at this point with more information about my predicament. And just as I'm reading through a really good combat scene, I get a call from my supervisor, Charlie. She says, I pulled up the calls, and like I was about to do coaching on you, and this was a call from about an hour and a half, 2 hours back. Take a listen. And then the intro plays. Thank you for choosing blah 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 airlines. This is Jennifer. To who do I have the pleasure of speaking to? Even though the intro is the same, the speech pattern is off, and it is completely monotone. And I'm like, nope, not me, different person. Oh yeah, I know, says Charlie. The freaky part is that they're using your name, but I know your voice, and that is so definitely not you. I'll make sure that you get paid and your time is covered, and we're gonna work out who your twin is. At this point, I wasn't any closer to finding out who my twin was, so I call our tech support at HQ. So they're like a step above the ones in the chat. Like they're actually at the headquarters, like in the nerve center at this point. Like there's nobody else higher that I can call. They remote into my PC. Sure enough, they inspect the VoIP system, like the multi-factor system, and digit for digit it is, it's saying that I am who I say that I am. And in the middle of this, I'm just kind of like, yeah, since it's my normal lunchtime, I'm just gonna like step away, grab some food really quick, bring it back to my desk, like I'll be right back. So I grab some food and stuff, and they are, when I come back, there are no more messages for me. Like, tech support at headquarters has basically poked around and seen everything that they needed to see with my computer and everything. They didn't find anything out of place with it, so they're just like, well, we're going to get a hold of our other team who specifically manages the phones, and we will pass this information along to them as well. Can you send me all the screenshots? And I'm just like, oh yeah, buddy, I got plenty. So I like probably sent them 4 or 5 different screenshots, and they're just like, okay, yeah, because this is the first time in the history of the company that something like this has ever happened. And I'm just like, Of course me. So I basically finish my food. I go back to reading Attack on Titan, and I am just like waiting for those messages to roll through from somebody. And I get, again, to a really good point in the story. And then I see a notification come through from Jack at HQ, the guy who had just like remoted into my computer. And he said, I found a Jennifer Lima logged in as you, and here's all the calls that she's taken. Jack sends me a screenshot with quite a few calls. And then I get a notification from Charlie asking if I'm in the code for union business, and I respond, nope, haven't been able to log in this whole entire time. So then Jack is messaging me again, and he's like, alright, see if you can log in. So I'm just like, one moment please. The phone system puts me into initial login. It only took me up until just before my last break to finally get into my work's computer system. I am annoyed, yes, but just as equally flabbergasted, dumbfounded, and awestruck. I switch it to our equipment code, and then I start logging in and pulling up all of my apps to take phone calls. Charlie messages me. I just got done with coaching Jennifer Lima. She promises to never use anybody else's extension and only hers. And to double check that whenever something is missing, that it is matching up 100% with what we have on record for her. And I am just like, okay, thank goodness we found my twin. I will take a few calls and let you know if I am gated for the right kind of things or if that needs to be adjusted further. I hit the switch for available, and first call was a group reservation. So I am just like, good. I am getting the calls that I should be getting. And Charlie covered my time. She made sure I got paid and erased any like unavailable or like weird statuses from my other twin. I proceeded to take calls like normal, but saw later on in my schedule that for Monday, there were like unauthorized shifts and whatnot. And I asked Charlie about it, and she was like, oh, I think that was Jennifer Lima from even the day before when we were having all of the issues with the phone system. We're going to get it removed. So not once, but twice. And it is such a good thing that my company does not keep credit card data for any of our passengers for the phone agents to use, because had that not have been a glitch, had that have been, like somebody who is completely up to no good, the damage it would have caused, like, oh my goodness. Like, okay, well, let's not even go there. So Wednesday, June 19, it was a normal day of taking calls. Alex and I had put in an order for McDonald's right after I got off of work. We watched a few things on Amazon Prime, and he typically goes to bed around 8:30 p.m. because he needs to be up by 5 in the morning for work, because he has a construction job. So I edit my unboxing video, I upload it to the channel, I take a shower, and start my meds. As I'm waiting for my meds to kick in, I'm listening to music, I'm diamond painting, and I'm having a good time. When I see all these notifications come through for BetterHelp, and it said that I was going to have a session with my therapist at 12 in the a.m. So, like, branching Wednesday night going on into Thursday. Like, excuse me, I thought the session was supposed to be for my therapist for 8 a.m. Thursday morning. So I canceled it thinking that, you know, I'm not going to get a no-show fee. Like, it was just a weird error this week. We're just, you know, going to skip it. We're going to have a session next week, and everything is going to be fine and dandy. Thursday, June 20, I wake up, and I am just, like, groggily rolling over. I look at my phone, and I see a whole bunch of notifications from BetterHelp saying that I had missed my appointment, and it was already 8:15 a.m. And I am just like, what in the actual blankety blank is going on this week? I feel like the only things that I can count on is the fact that my head is attached to my body, my bills are on autopay, and that I already have my next week's YouTube video all ready to go. So I send in a message to the help desk at BetterHelp, letting them know about the mix-up, and 20 minutes later, I get a message back from a wonderful person, Brianna. Oh, we're so sorry about the mix-up with the times. Here's a free week on us to make sure that you can make up your session. So that was fantastic. Fast forward to yesterday, Friday, June 21. I log into work, all is normal, thank goodness. And I am not getting hardly any group reservation calls at all. It is all just 100% general sales, and I am just like, these are kind of, like, I've been bored of these calls, that's why I went to group reservations, da-da-da. And then it didn't last too long. They pulled us to work a whole bunch of schedule changes. For those of you who do not know, any of the carriers who have Boeing aircraft, they are having their deliveries from Boeing reduced so that Boeing can focus on their quality assurance with their aircraft because of all the things that went on with the 737 MAX 8 and the doors on the MAX 10. We know. Annoying, we have to put up with it. And because we're not getting as many aircraft, we have to change all the schedules, so, you know, it is what it is. So I am just, like, in the middle of working these schedule changes, and all of a sudden, I feel my face start to swell, and I'm just like, oh crap, like, I think maybe I forgot my allergy medication, and I think I forgot my prednisone on top of it. So I go to take both, and I am just, like, absolutely muddling my way through my shift. Like, I wanted nothing more than to just, like, slam my work laptop shut, crawl into bed, and then take 2 Benadryl on top of that and just sleep it off. But no, I couldn't, because I have to make money to, like, pay my bills and eat and, like, have things for the channel and stuff. So I am just like, I need to get through it. And I did. And I don't think that the cat can be in my room hardly at all anymore because right before the whole unexpected allergic reaction, I had scooped up all of my sheets from my bed and I was doing laundry, and the cat likes, Zesty the cat, she likes to hang out on my bed because right next to my bed I have a sunny south facing window. So it's like, well, great. The cat isn't gonna be in here. She's gonna be rather displeased. But I mean, it is what it is. I feel like this week has been the absolute most topsy-turvy of a week. And I feel like even though I didn't have to, like, slay any minotaurs or, like, fight any hydras or anything like that, I just feel like this week in and of itself was a chapter out of the Odyssey. But yeah, like that's just me. I actually have kind of a interesting life for somebody who doesn't really get out and do much. Like this was just absolutely freaking bananas. And so yeah, like this is a little bit of a short and sweet one, but I am gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to all of my diamond painting and adult coloring type of content. We hope to see y'all later. Bye!